tapping A repeatedly for 15 minutes. Alright, so expert mode takes us through the 100 expert stages, the 20 master stages, and the 20 expert extra stages, and the 20 master extra stages, so it's 150 levels total. We're gonna play 122 of those, I think, is what we end up playing with warp goals, which, yeah, I'll explain that when we get there. Are you guys ready? I'm ready to die. I'm ready, dude, I am ready to die on level 2. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, are you gonna do a donation thing for your death?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna donate like $5 for every death that I have in this run. Okay. So yeah.
Curb, Cyclops, you two are on death counting duty.
Oh man, this will be great. They're gonna give me crap about this.
Help me keep it accurate.
Okay. Well, I can probably just like no, because I'll probably get like extra lives just in the course of playing. Do I want to start with 99 lives? Yes, I do. No, I'm gonna start with 69 lives. Do it for the meme. Oh yeah, I have to start with 70 to have it display that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I also said if I make Wormhole Strat, I'll donate an extra $50. No, but I said I'd donate that at SGDQ, but I guess I'll just donate it here, whatever. 6 one way, half dozen another. Alright, not counting bonus deaths because we don't die on bonus stages. Yeah. Although I did count those at SGDQ because they asked and I felt like, I was like, I don't want to say no because that means they get less charity money. So yeah.
No, whatever.
But then I ended up, it was like $400 something. So I was.
Alright, we're gonna play video games now.
Are we gonna play video games? Alright, 3, 2, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right.
I tried to start my splits. I like clicked my foot pedal and I'm like, no, that's not what you do. Alright, so like I said earlier, this takes us through the expert stages, which start on Ruin. So what this game is a mix of Monkey Ball 1 and 2. The first split is all Monkey Ball 1 levels, which is pretty great. I'm going to play it safe, and I would have died if I didn't do that. Okay, cool. So starting off without a death on level 2 is always nice. So the goal I got there was a red goal. Red goals take you 3 stages ahead, green goals take you 2 stages ahead, and blue goals take you to the next stage. There are sometimes where we don't take the red goal, but when a red goal is possible to get, we take it most of the time. There will be exceptions. I'll point that out. Well, I mean, I'll point out why that is when we get there. So right now we're on like what is considered one of the hardest levels in the game. Exam C is like the titan of levels. It was originally intended to be a master level, but then Master 3 happened, and Master 3 is awful.
It's not any kind of good. It's definitely not as bad as Puzzle, which is maybe the worst thing in this video game.
The level puzzle? That's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy compared to some of the strats. It's only 2 frame perfect buffers. There's 2 strats in this run with 3 frame perfect buffers. Please. Consider the following.
Consider the following.
Bill Nye. You got Nied on, dude. Speaking of that, dude, that picture with Neil deGrasse Tyson, my hero. Man.
Yeah, dude.
You are a
Neil
legend.
deGrasse Tyson picture.
Oh boy. Okay, I got tracked. That's always good. It's a good start. I needed to. That's 1 death. So the collision on this level is really bad, and the setup for this is really not great. Okay, there we go. Cool. I died once, missed it the 2nd time, but didn't die, and then got it the 3rd time, so that's cool. We no longer have 69 lives.
That's the monkey bag.
Oh, there's a monkey bag now. Well, golly gee, I sure wish I could click on links in the chat with my free hand. I'm kidding.
We don't talk about the other hand.
Yeah, it doesn't, yeah, just, you know, it is what it is. I wish there was a, I should have done a controller cam incentive, because the way I play this game is really weird. When I buffer and stuff, I kind of like claw grip it, and it's kind of neat to watch, I don't know. Anyway, so here's Wormhole. This is like one of the more finicky tricks in the game, and okay, we got it. Well, there's $50 for you. There you go. That's the first time I got it all day in a run as well, which is why I said I would donate $50 if I got it, because I didn't get it in any of my practice runs. Alright, there we go. Easy peasy. So Mad Shuffle is a pretty fun level. It always looks pretty fast to do, and it's pretty fun to IL. ILs are individual levels, so every level in this game has a fast time record, or like the fastest time possible, or whatever, beaten, and a score record, so a high score. Sometimes they're the same on certain levels that don't have banana bunches, or where it's faster to not get the bananas. And on Mad Shuffle, I have the tied record, I think, with only one other person. So that's pretty cool. I think I have something like 19 IL records in this game, tied or untied, and like 5 or 6 untied records. I don't remember. We'll find out.
If you guys haven't watched Geoff play Monkey Ball, he is pretty good at this video game.
And it's a lot more fun to watch than Mario Tennis, because it's actually action-packed. Well, this run is going over estimate. Excuse me, Cyclops?
Oh, the thing is set to 20 minutes for whatever reason.
Oh man, I just need to like not...
There are too many cat bags, damn it.
Too many cat bags.
Can't find the estimate.
Spoil the catnip.
Is there an all level percent? There is a no warp category, so you don't take any of the warp goals, you take all the blue goals. Every category also has an alternate a no warp category as well. Or a no, yes, I think we just call it no warp. And then, to answer this question, because it will probably come up, is there an all bananas category? And the answer is no, because getting all bananas in this game is impossible to do in one run without dying after you get a certain amount of bananas and then restarting the level, because some levels you can't access parts of them after you go a certain way. So, no. And there's also one level where they put a banana under the level that you can't get. It's just under the level. No reason, no explanation. They just like, well, let's stick a banana here. It's like that. It's like
banana in your ear.
Yeah, it's like that. That coin in Mario 64 in Tiny Huge Island. It's like almost. It's like TAS only to get it or something like that. The hidden coin. Hey, cool! I tied an IO record in this run. That's nice. Tied the diving record. It's only.
The height.
Yeah. It's actually that's actually the easiest record in the game to tie. All you have to do is boost left and then hold up. So you see me moving left and right at the beginning of levels. Moving diagonally is the fastest way to move in this game. So whenever we can, we try to move diagonally. So if you hold up left or up right, or back left or back right when you fall into a level, you get a small boost of speed. And that allows certain strats to be possible. Also, holding up is probably the slowest form of movement in this game. It has something to do with the distance from neutral position on the control stick. So this is going to be our first pause buffer strat, and I will explain what buffering is after this. But if you saw Ocarina of Time, you kind of know what buffering is. So what I'm doing there is I'm looking for a specific time on the timer, and I'm holding up until that time, and then when I hit that time, I do something else, and then it works. Some strats I will pause at the beginning and then hold up. If they have moving parts, we'll see that. And then there's some levels where I'm on a thin line and I pause in order to not fall off, which you'll see in this set of levels here. I think the only one I do that on is Tears and Bridge Master, but I could be wrong. Oh, hey, that was good. Let's go. Let's go. Bill bag? What? Oh, Bill Nye the Science Guy cat bag.
Hold on,
Yes.
science bag.
Oh my God, the science bag. Yes. Wait.
Bag.
Bag. Whoa, okay, backup strat, even though that was completely unintentional. I missed the fast strat, and then I was like, oh crap, I gotta guess where this thing is going, and I got it, so that's cool.
All calculated.
Intentional strats, man. So this is the one level where you have to pause, basically, to stay on that. It is possible to do that thin wire on Tears unbuffered, but good luck doing it in an RTA. Because I've never attempted it unbuffered in a run, and I don't think anyone's attempted it unbuffered in runs. I think once we found out that it was faster to buffer it, we just kind of did it. Bags are a property of matter. Bag. So on Spiral Bridge here, it is possible to get an early cycle and save about 10 seconds. And I have a lot of speed here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. Nope. You have to get a pretty far up clip off the bottom of the spiral in order to get the 1 cycle. It saves 9 to 10 seconds depending on how fast you actually get off the spiral bridge part right there. So it's a trick that I have in my sum of best, but I don't have in my PB literally ever. I don't think I've had it in any PBs of mine. So it's like one of those tricks you get like once a day, and you're like, oh sweet, I got that. That's cool. So now we're in the giant the Sega logo. That's pretty cool. So I do a different strat than a lot of runners do. I clip off the top of the starting platform area and jump into the middle of the logo, and it saves about 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds over going down the slope, but it doesn't. It loses like I think it loses 1 second to the fastest possible strat. But I'm like the fastest possible strat on that level is pretty inconsistent, at least for me. So I like tend to not do that because doing an inconsistent strat to save 1 second in the middle of a run where you lose like 9 seconds if you do it, it's kind of, I don't know.
Doesn't seem like a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, if you're consistent with it and you're confident in yourself, go for it. But, you know, I would rather not lose time for, you know, saving 1 second. And the strat that I did there, it's pretty consistent now. Sometimes you like just don't get the collision and you just fly off the edge, but that can happen on any level that collisions are required for. Cyclops can explain collision better than I because he tasks this game, whereas I just play it kind of fast compared to how fast he plays. So if he can kind of in chat explain how collision is checked for, because I don't even 100% know how to word it, which is why he's going to be on my couch at SGQ so that I don't have to embarrass myself.
You know what, Kat, you want to explain save glitch? Well, you see.
Save glitch is out of bounds.
Exactly.
Alright, so right here is another buffer strat. So we're going to hold up left until 5948, switch back to up right, and then switch to up, and that's the level. It's pretty fun. Twin Cross is a good level. I have the tied IO world record on that level as well, which is pretty... That was pretty... I think that was actually my first IL record in Deluxe. Before like any of the easy tie levels, that was like my first record. Oh yeah, I didn't do my daily reminder about wine. Damn, I missed that. Daily reminder that I hate the level wine because it's boring. It's the only level that, unless you do the IL strat, you can't get the time bonus on. I'm pretty sure. Or one of... Maybe Chaos, actually. Yeah, exactly what Cyclops said. You can actually go in between frames over a collidable area, and you'll fly over it without hitting it, because it doesn't check. It checks on every frame, but it's not a continuous check for collision. So there are actually times where you just fly over stuff, because good game, right?
Yeah. Is that why the glitch goal stuff happens?
No, glitch goals happen, and we haven't had any, but we might have one on the level I'm assuming it'll happen on. If it happens on any, is either free throw, entangled path. Why did I boost there? I never boost there. Now I have to go slow. At least I didn't die. Domino's actually really funny. If you wait long enough on this level, all the dominoes fall down, and then the level flops into the, like, it just dumps all the dominoes into the ocean, or the ocean, it's a washing machine. Yeah, Ocean brand washing machine. See? Saved it. Saved it.
Sponsored by Ocean brand washing machines.
Buy yours at Sears today.
I haven't been inside of a Sears in I don't even know how long.
Dude, I forgot Sears existed until I went back home and saw one at the mall. And I was like, oh, that's a thing that exists in the real life. So yeah, Domino just like kind of dumps you. And, oh wow, that's embarrassing. I missed the buffer on Flock. I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep tonight. Okay. So on Flock, we wait at the beginning until one of two frames, 5960 or 5961. I got 60, so it's a bit more tricky. But, oh, get up there, thank you. What you have to do is you hold up, and then for the 61 frame, you hold up until the second bounce or something, and then you pull back into the right. And for that one, you have to hold up left and back right within like a few frames of each other, and it's really dumb. And then Spiral Bridge, what we're doing here is skipping a cycle, and I'm probably gonna... Oh my god, I live. Fuck yeah. I mean, duck
Fun,
yeah.
yeah.
Fun yeah. That's Funyuns. Funyuns, I hate
That's what they say in
Funyuns.
bot, dude.
Yeah. I can't believe I lived, holy crap. That was about as close as you could come to dying. And not die. Holy crap. That strat saves 10 seconds, but if you die, you lose 10 seconds, so it's risky, but it's worth it. Get in there. Yeah! Yeah! I got 8 bracelet strat, because why not? This run's actually really good. Knock on wood. Spiral Bridge, double spiral. Oh yeah, I forgot the level name of the level that I have an untied record on. That's good. Good job.
Yeah.
I actually, when I got the record on that level, I vowed to myself that I would never IL that level again. If someone beat my record, I don't care, because I played that level for 8 hours total. Yes, one level for 8 hours. It was among the more like questionable things I've done. But the replay was worth it. Also, I was being safe on curvature, because if you die on curvature, it's I think it's like a 30-second time loss almost if you die at the end there, because it's a pretty long level, and then you factor in the time you lose from dying and like the time it takes to load back into the level, and it's about 30 seconds, which is it's really unfortunate. That's a level you can lose a ton of time on, and Vortex, and then Exam C. Those are like 3 of the bigger, I guess, like bigger time losses. Bonking at the end of double spiral is another one. It's funny because if you like, you could get world record with more deaths than a previous PB, as long as those deaths are on levels that are shorter than you died on the previous time. So like, I had a run, one of my PBs was deathless until Vortex, and then I had 2 deaths on Vortex and then some deaths later on. But it was deathless up till that point, but I still saved time because I managed to not die on stupidly long levels. And I just died on short ones. So it's, you know, you just want to make sure you don't die on those the bigger levels. Dying on wind is also not exactly a good thing, but it's really, you have to try to actually like want to die on wind. Also, Speedy Jam lags. There's certain levels, thank you Cyclops, there's certain levels in this game that lag for whatever reason on the Xbox 360 that lag a little bit less than the Xbox original. We think it's just due to bad backwards compatibility. But I don't play this on the Xbox original because the controller is garbage. The Xbox original controller is just horrible. You can't pause buffer on it. So a lot of the strats are kind of, I mean you can, but you'll get arthritis really quick because the way you have to stretch your hands.
Does J. Cole use the Xbox controller or something?
He used the big fat one before he switched. I don't know if he uses 360 anymore. When he used Xbox original, he used the Duke controller. And I'm dead on soft cream. I think that's 2 deaths now. That's cool. This is my least favorite split, and this is also the split that has some of the best looking strats in it. One of them.
We're getting raided.
Are we getting Roll the Monkey? Oh, is this a Goknak raid? Because that's Goknak's raid message whenever I'm playing Monkey Ball.
It seems about right to me.
That would make sense. Cyclops goes, is this a raid? Wait, 3 deaths? What was the third?
There's MNX, yeah, this is a Goknak raid. Hey, MNX.
So this is Entangled Path, and I almost got a glitch goal and then I died. That's cool. Thanks, game. You don't love me anymore, man. What happened? I thought we were cool.
Bounced right off.
There we go.
There.
So that's Entangled Path. That strat is really fun. I actually really enjoy doing that level. It gives me anxiety, but I still like it. It's kind of like a bad relationship.
Well, that got dark quick.
Well, I mean, you love the person, but sometimes they give you anxiety when it doesn't, like, they don't, you know, show up for dinner on time. That's all.
Why are you stuck?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just go with it. Alright, cool. I got Vortex.
Showing up for dinner gave me Stockholm Syndrome.
Norcat, I have to play a video game. Don't make me, like, Just fucking lose it. Come on there. So Vortex is one of those, if you die at the end, you lose like 20-something seconds. And it always happens. I'm on a good run, and then I just, for some reason, mistime Vortex. But the trick on Vortex is you have to get on the Vortex arm and basically maintain a certain momentum so that you can use that momentum to jump to the goal off of the arm. And most of the time I miss it by not having enough momentum, and then I jump off and I just hit the front of the green goal platform. And sometimes I have way too much and I just fly off the back of it, but it's an annoying trick. So this is the first time we're going to see us going to the green goal instead of the red goal, and this is for routing reasons. By going to the green goal, you go to the level checker, and when you go to the level checker, there's a red goal. And so now we're going to go to the red goal on checker, which is pretty cool because it's a tiny level with just like gaps everywhere, and you're like, yeah, well, we're just going to jump over to the goal there. And that saves a lot of time over going to the red goal, and then you have to play, I think you have to play carpet. No, you have to play something. No, yeah, it's carpet and ridge you have to play, and that's a lot of time wasted.
Is on checker a lot harder if you are not a speedrunner? Because it seems like one of those
like the intended
strat really easy.
The intended strat to get to the red goal is annoying, but I mean, if you have any sense of balance, it's easy intentionally. Blue goal is easy, and then green goal is easy but awkward because going to the right on that level for more than just the frame boost that I do is super weird. So there's a strat on Clover here where you can skip the last bend and just jump to the goal platform, but more often than not when I attempt it, I just fly off the back of the level, and I'm not about that life, so I don't like that level. So this level has a tendency to lag, so we'll see if it does, and it didn't lag, but sometimes you get like, this game runs at 60 frames per second, so sometimes you get like 40 frames per second, and it's just really disorienting when the game lags like that, because you're just like, okay, well, that's uncomfortable. Also, the level warp is really bad, and even it's faster to actually die on Vortex and redo it than to go to warp, because warp lags so poorly that you move it like, I think I got 20 FPS once. Like,
that
so it's like
not a lot.
No, I mean compared to when you're going at 60 frames normally, and all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, it's 20 FPS and everything is slow. So now we're in the 90s levels. We're rolling in the 90s. Yeah. That was a good joke. That's actually a never before heard joke. I never made that one before. I don't know why either. I don't know why. Exclusive dank memes here. The Kawaii marathon. So chip pipes is another buffer strat. What we're gonna do is hold up, and then wow, Yobo. Okay, we pause on 5610, and then we use the banks to build up momentum. We just woo and fly. That's the technical term, by the way. Woo, it's technical. We just fly into the goal. And then guillotine. We were developing a 3-frame pause strat for this, but apparently my controller is actual garbage, and so it can't hold the right directions to get the pause strat. So I either need to buy a new controller or not save time on this level, which is cool.
That's not fun.
Yeah. The last time I bought a new controller, I wore a blister into my thumb trying to break the controller in that lasted for a month and a half. It was really unpleasant.
You need to pay some people to wear in controllers for
Dude,
you?
I'm just gonna sandpaper it next time, man. Sandpaper is the way to go. So corkscrew is pretty disorienting, and it's not easy if you've never played it to get the strat down, or even if you've like just started running the game. It's one of the levels that the camera doesn't really treat you well. It's not a friendly camera, and you kind of just have to know which directions to hold when. But typically, like getting anything in the 40s is decent, but I average 44s or 43s, which is not bad. There we go. I'm not going to slice cheese or helix. Wait. So air hockey is pretty easy. You just hold up until you go off the edge of the starting platform, and then you let go and the level beats itself. Just like, hey, alright, we're done. And this
Just
level
beating it.
is called Asterisk, and it's the last level in Expert. It represents the fallen dreams of every censored word ever on Twitch. Wait, please, someone get what? Excuse me.
I don't know.
I don't know what they were talking about. Anyway, now we're in Expert Extra. This is where the run actually begins. This is probably the split I've thrown away most of my PBs on the most. So Charge is a level that's all about collision detection. And thankfully, we actually got really decent collision detection and got a 45. But I had a run earlier today where I went over the platform like 5 or 6 times and got under a 30-second time. So that happens sometimes. And then that's immediately followed up by Strata, which is one of the worst strats in the game, which I got first try because marathons are cool.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to blindly go off the corner of that level and hope that you fly into this tiny gap where the goal is. So it's kind of great. And of course we die in Giant Swing.
Can't win them all.
Nah. That'd be too good. Too much luck. Alright, so I didn't get the cool looking strat, and I'm gonna try for the Cyclops Dragon patented backup strat, TM, where we wait right here on this square until 41:15, hold up left, and then hold up, and get a cycle earlier than the normal strat, and it's... So you still get like a 34, so with the fast strat you get a 52 or a high 51. With that strat you get like 34s, 35s, and then with the slow strat you get like 28s. So it's still a few seconds faster than just waiting for the cycle to come back around if you missed the fast strat. Shoutouts to Cyclops. I thought it was your strat. Okay, maybe it wasn't your strat. Never mind, it's not the Cyclops Dragon strat.
We're redacting our shoutouts to Cyclops.
Cyclops Dragon has been redacted, so I'm gonna try to do a thing where I don't... You can't see this, but I let off the controller, and actually I have to play because I would have missed that otherwise. But on free throw, there's like 2 frames that you can let off the controller. Like you just let off the stick at 1 of 2 frames, and the level will like you'll just like fly into the goal, and then yell various basketball players' names. Apparently.
LeBron James.
And then construction is pretty neat. You just fast forward the level, you wait on the sledge, and then you fly sideways in the goal. And it scares me every single time because I feel like I'm gonna miss, but then gravity is a thing that works. Okay. That was weird. Yep, I split. Whatever. I'm so used to just like smashing my foot pedal. It's like a what's the word? Like it's just like a conditioned response to beating like one of the 10 end levels.
Instinct? Reflex?
Yeah, it's a reflex. Yeah, reflex. That's the word.
Meme?
No, that's not the word. Not this time. Most of the time, but not this time. Dude, that 500 viewer swag.
Hey, thank you guys for being out here. It really helps us out.
God damn it.
No, but
So you-
really, it does mean a lot that you guys are coming out and watching the runs and everything.
And if you can, you guys should donate to this awesome cause, getting some cute runners to SGDQ, and also helping out Doctors Without Borders, which is a really fantastic charity. It does really fantastic things, like save the world. Like, I mean, I'm just saving Banana Island or Monkey Island from curry tasting bananas here. Those doctors are saving people's lives, like actual people's lives.
They're pretty good. I like them.
Yeah. So this strat is particularly, people are particularly fond of this strat because you just bounce off the outside of this pipe and over everything, which is fun. A Lamau. Couldn't say it better myself. My cat probably could.
Meow and meow X3.
Yeah, that one. So, AV logo. There's like a few levels where it's just like, oh, hey, this is the logo for the company that made this, in level form. You know, you gotta get that product placement, I guess?
Sort of. It's their own product.
Yeah, I know, right? So it's like... Also, if you notice a distinct lack of Dole Banana branding, Dole actually didn't sponsor Monkey Ball Deluxe for whatever reason. Alright, so I'm gonna do a thing. Hold on. I missed it. I'm gonna like do this because it's something that I like doing in runs, and also if you get it like third try, it's still faster. So. Okay. Bam! Alright, cool. Double must strat. I got it. Cool. Sweet! That strat's really fun. That is a strat that Cyclops and I found, and it took us like 4 hours to find that, and it's it's basically like the first 2 frames are frame perfect, and then the last frame is like, depending on which frame you get, is a different direction. And I got it because I wanted to do that, and I also, you know, each of those deaths was $5 to a good cause. So now we're in Master. It starts off with the Master levels from Super Monkey Ball 2, and yeah, 7 deaths is accurate right now, so that's 35 plus the 50 for getting Wormhole, so 85. Alright, I just don't die anymore, alright? No more of that.
You gotta stop that, man.
You gotta stop that, man. Bad habits.
You were talking about Master?
Oh yeah. Well, Master is a bad. So that's why it's actually not too terrible. The first, I would say, the hardest level in the Monkey Ball 2 Master segment is probably Swing Bridges, just for the fact that it relies a bit on collision and a bit on the setup, and the setup can be pretty finicky. It's not one of the harder levels in the game, but you know, it is a level that I have inexplicably just lost, you know, 3 lives in a row on in good runs and been very just like, why? No more.
No more charity.
No, charity is
We're
good.
not gonna stand for this anymore. We're not gonna.
What was it that Waffle said? And it was like during he said something really funny during HEDQ when he was doing the donation reading.
I don't even remember, man.
Maybe someone remembers. Okay, cool. That was Clockface. Clockface is a pretty annoying level sometimes. Alright, so now we're in the Monkey Ball 1, rather, Master levels. This is undoubtedly the hardest split in the run, and of course, it's the next to last split in the game. And when you get here in if you're doing Ultimate Mode, it's about an hour and I'd say like an hour and maybe not an hour and 10, but like, yeah, about an hour, 9 hour and 10 minutes in. And so you've already been playing like that long a Monkey Ball, and then you're in like the hardest segment, and your hands are just dead, and yeah, it's a fun time.
Prevent Charity Foundation.
Oh yeah, the Prevent Shared, that was it. Okay.
That's really good.
There we go. So that strat's really cool, and I enjoy it. You just fall off the back. It's actually the IL strat, just in pause buffer form.
Prevent Charity Foundation.
So the reason I pause buffered right there is if you hold up left until 5961 and then upright until 5890, you'll go up the incline perfectly, and you don't have to adjust, which means you can focus on falling into the goal. And then you just fly off the edge and use the green spiral to like bank yourself into the goal. Spring Master is kind of annoying, which, I mean, I got it first try there, which is always a good thing, but that level will just kill you over and over, just smack you down instead of giving you the hit up. And I don't think we've really figured out why it does that.
Cyclops,
cool.
get on that.
Yeah, no, we actually tried to figure it out, and we like tested different things, and we were confused. So this level normally is a pain in the butt because you're supposed to like go on it while it rotates, but what we do is just go off the edge and then fall into the side of the goal. All right, I know you're scared of going in the goal, but don't be. Okay, man. All right, there we go. That level's fun. It can be frustrating, but the deaths are pretty short, so even if you die there like once or twice, it's not devastating. This level is really pretty, and people are like, how the heck do you beat it normally? The answer is you get lucky, basically.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to try to do the shot that I was doing in practice here for you guys. Oh man, I actually think I screwed up one of the setups for it. The setup frames. There we go, got it. So that strat is 2 frame perfect pauses, and then 4 or 5 frames at the end, and each frame has a different movement as well, sort of like Daluma. And it saves 4 seconds if done perfectly.
This is another one of the really weird, just self-advertisement things.
Yeah, the Hayai
Like
phase.
Hayai.
Well, it's called Monkey Master, and originally that was the last level in Monkey Ball 1. So it's like when you get there, it's just Hayai's face, like celebrating or something. I don't know. Japanese culture,
Kinda
man.
out of place.
$5 per death. Oh boy, I sure love bananas. I don't know what else I was. Dude, bananas are pretty great. No, I just got destroyed by Striker, a level Striker for no reason. It just was like, hey, I'm gonna hit you over the level. That's cool. Wait, you're matching my death donations, help me, mister? Dude, that's way too generous of you, man. He's like, no, Geoff, keep going, I'm matching. Oh! Alright, well, here you go, help me. There's one for you, man. Planets is another level that if you die at the end of it, it's a pretty long death. It's like 15 or 16 seconds. But that strat's really cool because you just like fly in the air into the goal. So you're like going down this giant level and then it's like this tiny goal and then you fly into it. Synchronized green goal. And then now we have Dizzy System, which looks pretty freaking crazy, but the strat here is actually really easy. And I died because I said it was easy. I also mistimed it. It's a frame window strat, but the frame window is large enough that generally you can do it unbuffered and get it. It's like, I think 6 or 7 frames, so it's pretty big in this game. And most of the things are like 2 frames. And in 60 FPS, like 2 frames is not a lot, but 7 is, I guess, when you're used to 2 frame tricks. I probably could have actually gotten the goal on Dizzy System if you miss the strat, like missing it, as long as you don't die, like you can still get it, but the goal is like, then you have to basically do the intended strat. So anyway, time is coming up in a few seconds. Time.
3609.
3609? Really? Dang.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a really good run. That was a really good run.
With 14 deaths.
Yeah, 3609 with 14 deaths. Wow. The fact that
What is
the fact that would have been a 35 if I hadn't died on Dizzy System is pretty good. So the last level in the run, in the Monkey Ball 2 run, is a Nintendo GameCube, but since this is a port to the PS2 and the Xbox, they changed it to a dice block instead. So yeah, my PB is 34 or 37.
Oh yeah.
reference.
Wow, then that was really good.
Yeah, that's a really good run. That's actually better than 3 of the 4 runs I did today in practice, so not too bad.
Like I said, every run in the marathon is just going so well.
Yeah, that was a really...
Except
I
for
got all the
doing the
strats that I
man.
wanted to get. I don't think I missed any strats that I was... Yeah, no, I got every strat that I wanted to get. I got 8 bracelets, I got Daluma, I got the Bridge Master strat, I got Wormhole Clip, didn't die on Exam C. It was pretty good. I will take that. Oh yeah, then we have the iconic banana game, which I'm gonna skip. $75 in deaths plus the $50 for Wormhole, so $125. That's gonna go fund half someone's hotel room. Oh yeah.